Guys, now please confirm to me, guys. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, I'm audible. Now please confirm to me. Guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. All of you get my voice on screen, guys. Those who are attending in online, I'm audible. Voice, guys. Now please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. No, am I audible? All right. All right, sir. Now, so what's the topic here we are understanding there? What topic here we are understanding? So we completed file output to stream in IOSIMS regarding this prerequisite part here we are discussing. After that, here we have to understand file input to stream. After that, collections related topics here we have to understand. If you understand these collections, the remaining part will be very simple. Okay, fine. All right, sir. So belated happy Guru Purnami to you, right? Thank you. Same to you. But saying that wishes are not sufficient, I'll send my account number to you. Minimum 10,000. Then only you'll get very good blessings from my side for everybody. Of course, gifts are also acceptable, but minimum cost of the gift is 10,000. Less than that, not interested. Don't come to me. Okay. Right. Thank you. Anyway. All right, sir. Okay, fine. Right, sir. Really, I was shocked actually. Just before your class, maybe at 5 o'clock, I had some meeting with some other faculty members there at Durgasoft. I came here a bit earlier more today. When I came here, one person is waiting right from 4 o'clock onwards. At 4:45, I was here. Then right from 4 o'clock onwards, one person is waited. Only because of this. Then I went inside the room, then where we had some discussion with the faculty members. Almost all that was taken nearly half an hour more. Still he waited only for the sake of wishing to me regarding what is their Guru Purnami. All the way he came from Vijayawada, I think so. Some other location. Only because of this particular reason. Okay. But not taking this much of amount of money, consuming it is not required. Wishes are okay, fine. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. Then what I have to respond for it, I don't know. Giving wishes to me, it's okay, acceptable. But costly wishes, no, that I don't like it. Huh? Fine. He has given some gifts also. Not only for me, Durga sir also. Then he has given gifts to Durga sir also. Hmm? Of course, both I will take it. It's a different story. I will not give to Durga sir. Directly he has given to me, right? Why I'm giving that gifts to Durga sir? No. Fine, leave it. All right, sir. It's okay. Now let's move on to the content here. So file input to stream, file output stream part here we understand there. Now here we are understanding what there file input to stream. Also carefully. What is the purpose of the file output stream, sir? Now tell me. The main purpose of the file output stream is to send data from Java applications to a particular target file. Okay. Sending data from Java program to a particular target file. That's the purpose of what there file output stream. Now, What is the purpose of this file input stream? The main purpose of the file input stream is to get data from a particular source file to Java program. Getting data from a particular source file to Java program. This is the purpose of like what there file input stream. All of you observe carefully. The main purpose of file input stream is to get data from a particular source file to Java application. The main purpose of file input stream is to get data from a particular source file to Java application. That's okay, fine. But how we are going to get it? How is it possible to perform this operation by using file input stream? There we are going to use some steps. What are the steps here we are providing there? Right, sir. Understand it clearly. Now, steps here I'm telling you. First of all, we have to create file input stream object. How we are going to create that file input stream object? No, file input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream of name and location of the file here we have to provide. What is the name and location of the file here? In our systems we can understand, right? So now say for example e:/ documents slash now the file name is what there something else welcome.txt. If you have any file like this e:/ documents / welcome.txt that we can use there. All right, what is going to be happen internally? If we execute this content, if I execute this particular instruction, first JVM will take the name and location of the target file, that means source file welcome.txt. JVM will check it whether it is available or not available. If it is not available, in the case of file output stream, JVM will create a new file with the same name. But in the case of file input stream, JVM will raise an error. Sorry, not error, an exception that JVM is able to provide. That exception is file not found exception. If the provided file is not available in the specified location, JVM will raise an exception like java.io. file not found exception. Understand it? File not found exception. In the case if this file is already existed with some data or without data, whatever it may be, file is available, it will create a file input stream. When it creates file input stream, whatever the data which is available in welcome.txt, the total data will come to what their file input stream. The total data will come to what their file input stream. From the file input stream, we can read the data. How we are going to read the data? That steps here we are going to understand. Right, sir. Observe carefully what I'm telling you. Now this is a point here. Now that internal steps are like what there. When we execute the above instruction, JVM will perform the following actions. What actions that JVM is able to perform there? First one is JVM will take the name and location of the source file. Number two, JVM will check whether the provided source file exists or not. If the provided source file does not exist, then JVM will raise an exception like java.io. file not found exception. JVM will raise an exception like what there? java.io. file not found exception. If the provided file exists, then JVM will create file input stream from the source file to the Java application. When file input stream object is created, file input stream is created. When file input stream is created, when this file input stream is created, JVM will copy the data source file to the file input stream. Small change. When file input stream is created, when file input stream is created, the complete data of the source file will come to the file input stream, will come to the file input stream. That's it. They are the steps here what we are having when we create file input stream object. Right. Now I want to show the same thing in a diagrammatic way. Now observe carefully. First of all, now to take this one. Now this is my source file. abc.txt. Now inside this, just simple hello data is available. Text data. This is my Java program. This is like what I'm telling you, Java application. All right, sir. Now, first of all, we have to create a file input stream object. File input stream FIS is equal to new file input stream of the location here we can specify like what there :/documents/ abc.txt, or else directly if we don't want to take this total location here, simply we can use what there abc.txt in the current location from where we are executing Java program, there it will search for it abc.txt. Okay, it will check it source file is available or not available, directly an exception. What is that exception here we are able to get? No, file not found exception. If it is available, then what it will provide there directly, it will create what there file input stream. Right, sir. When file input stream is created, automatically whatever the data which is available in a text file, whatever the data here we are getting in a text file, the total data here we are getting like this, bytes representation. Why? Because that file output, that stream is what there byte oriented stream. The data will come in the form of like what there the file input stream bytes representation. Now when data is available in bytes, now I need to read the data into the Java program. Right, how we are going to read the data into the Java program? Observe carefully. Number 2. All right, now find the data size from file input stream, and create a byte array with the same size. Create byte array with the same size. Int size is equal to FIS dot available method. Available is a method. It will find the size of the data which is available inside the file input stream. If we call that available, automatically size of the data here we are able to get. Right, sir. Then after that, here we are going to take what there byte array. Bytes is equal to new byte array of size. bytes, byte array, bytes is equal to new byte array of what their size. There we are getting the size now. Then after that, point number 3. Inside this now here we are going to get the size byte array here we are able to create with the same size. It's okay. Later I'll represent that. Next one is what there. Read data from file input stream to byte array. Read data from file input stream to reader byte array. FIS dot read of bytes. The read method will take care about it, how to read the data from file input stream to byte array. Finally, the total data of that respective file input stream is available in the form of what there byte array. The data here we are getting. Okay. All right, sir. Then what next one here? Then after this, no, convert the data from byte array to string and display the data. Now, string data is equal to new string of bytes. String data is equal to new string of like what there bytes. String data is equal to new string of what there bytes. Data we are getting in the form of data variable here we are getting. After that, directly here we are providing like what there system.out.println of data. System.out.println of data. The data here we are getting. Finally, we are able to display the total data here as per our content. It's okay. Now let's see this point here. Right. Now the same representation here I'm telling here. First of all, this data here we have to get in the form of byte array. Some byte array here we are going to take. Inside this byte array, we are going to have what there. Actual the data representation in file input stream is what there zeros and ones only. But when it comes to the Java program, that binary will be converted to bytes, ASCII values, bytes, byte array. There we are able to have what there characters ASCII value here we are getting there. Say for example, 67, something else, not exactly the ASCII values, no, but related values here I'm telling there, just we can understand it now. Next one is what there. Something else like this here we are going to have right now. This is byte array data. When we are getting this byte array data, whenever we are getting this byte array data, then what next one you know that byte array data will be converted to what their string data. Now there here we can identify like what there directly string data is equal to directly here we can provide like what there hello. As is now the data is coming like this. So this hello data will come to Java program as a string data that we can display directly. Right, so now these are the various steps here what we are having. Right, so now as is this here we have to represent it. Then after that here we have to provide program. Right, now for this I'm going to show this programming here. Now try to understand it. 1 minute. All right, sir. Now, so let us see this one here. Now, observe carefully. Previously, we completed file output stream. In file output stream, what file we created there? Have you remembered it? What file we created there in file output stream? Right, sir. Now, docs here we have taken welcome.txt. Here we provided. What data is available there? No data is existed. I think so. Here we are not having any data, right? Now just I'm giving some message here. Welcome to Durgasoft. That message here I provided. I'm going to close this. Welcome.txt. What data is available there? Welcome.Durga Software Solutions is available. That's okay, fine. Now, my requirement is what there. I'm going to create a file, new project, separate project here I'm going to create. What is that project actually? Java project here I'm going to create. Inside the Java project, now here what we are getting there, location now, full stack Java 6PM, ADV Java 730, app03. Right, sir. Now IntelliJ IDEA, everything is okay. Click on create button. This window here we are getting it. It's okay, fine. All of you understand it now. Okay. Now what we have to do now in this case here. Now in this case, first of all, already we thought of it. Already we have assumed it. There is a source file. What was the source file here now? Welcome.txt. It is already available. At which location there? In my MacBook. The location is what there? Documents, apps. Sorry, documents, docs. Inside this welcome.txt. That location is available. Got it or not? In Windows operating system, we can think of it /documents /documents. Inside these documents directly that file is existed now. There we are able to get it. Not satisfied. Already have Windows operating system, no problem. Now I got it. Can I use that Windows operating system now? Is it okay? Can I prepare program here? Okay, right. Good. Now here, what we have to prepare there for the sake of our safety purpose. Initially, I'm going to use what there throws exception. But later on, I will go with what there try catch finally. Later on, I'll go with what there try with resources. All options here I'm going to show. No need to worry for it. Then after this, after completion of this, now tell me what object I have to create now. File output stream. Then what next one here? File output. Sorry, what we have to prepare now? Is it file output stream or file input stream? File input stream. Right, sir. Now what we have to create there? File input stream. Yeah. File input stream. FIS is equal to new file input stream of. Tell me the location is available here, right? Slash users slash this is my location. In a MacBook, the directory structure is available like this. Okay, then inside this, what we are able to get now? Documents. For example, in the same MacBook, other user is available. Say for example, like other user, Durga is another user. Slash user slash Durga slash documents. Inside the documents, we are going to keep our all the documents here. In that way, the structure is available. In our Windows operating system, C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. No, in MacBook, what we are going to get? Macintosh. Now inside this Macintosh here, what we are able to get? Users is the root. Inside these users, any number of users here we can take. Now Nagoor is a user here I've taken. Similarly Durga, similarly Anil, similarly some other user here now. There we are going to have the total directory structure now. Right, sir. Understand it now. Then inside this, then what we provided here? Docs. Inside these docs, here what we are having there? Welcome.txt file. This is a location here I've taken. So file input stream FIS is equal to file input stream of this total name and location of the file here we have taken. Yes, sir. Understand it clearly. Otherwise, I can get copy of that location and I'll keep that copy here inside this particular thing. But I know the directory location, that's why I've written it. Leave this point here. After this, after getting this, first of all, for example, now here inside this, I want to write like what there hello.txt file. Hello.txt file. Is that hello.txt is available here? No, it is not available. Got it or not? It is not available here. So that hello.txt is not available now. But here we have written like what there hello.txt. There we are getting like what there an exception here we are getting. Please read out this exception now. File not found exception here we are getting. But in the case of file output same, even though the file is not available, nothing is going to happen. JVM will create a new file with the same name. No exception will come. But in this case, now here we are getting what there an exception here we are getting. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. Leave this point here. This is okay. The total data which is available to this file input stream automatically. When we create file input stream, data is coming there. After that, okay, now here I want to provide my original content. Welcome.txt. After that, what next one here? After completion of this now I need to find the size. Int size is got fis dot available. I need to create like what there byte array. Byte array bytes is equal to new byte array of a size. When this byte array is created, I have to read the data from file input stream to byte array. Whenever we are reading data from file input stream to byte array, now I want to display the data. I need to convert the data to byte array to string data. String data is equal to new string of bytes. Whenever we are getting the data, now what next one here now? Here we are able to get like what there directly system.out.println of directly data here we are providing. System.out.println of data. The data here we are getting there directly. Sir, all of you are getting it clearly? Now this is okay, fine. This is clearly the total application here we provided now. Now let me check it. What data is available there? Welcome to Durgasoft. The data already I provided there previously. Now here we executed this program. Of course, some spaces or something else is available. Welcome to Durgasoft and Durga GCP Hyderabad. Oh yeah, what data is available there? Why this data we are getting? No, no, no. I think we have to open it in pages, right? Yeah, here we are getting it. Some data is available. Now observe careful. I think that is not visible. That is not visible in direct double click the text document. Now here we are getting it. Some other data is also available here. Welcome to Durgasoft. Now do one thing. I'll remove this. I'll save this. Okay. Now let me execute this. Don't worry. In our systems, we may not get this kind of problem here. Still, we are getting it. Very here. Okay. Don't worry. Then no need to waste our time here. But the point is what there. Previously, the data is available. That still it is reading the same data. Even though I saved it, but still it is not taking that. Mm. Okay, forget it now. This data is available already. That's the reason why we are getting it now. But our required data is what there. Welcome to Durgasoft. The data here we are getting it. The remaining data is not required here. Now understand it clearly. Finally, our program is completed. This is a story about like what the data. I think I forgot one point. We have to close the resource now. FIS dot close method. I forgot it. What we have to provide there? FIS dot close method. Okay, no problem. So this is the program here. What we provided about like what there. Right, sir. About this file input to stream, file input stream. The program here we provided. Okay, sir. Good. Leave this one. But my question is what there? This program I prepared with what? Throws exception. Is it possible to provide the same program with the try with the catch? No, try catch finally. Yes, we can do this. How we are going to do this? Now observe carefully. Now inside this. Now here, I want to prepare the same program by using try catch finally. Whenever we are going to use this try catch finally, there the conventions are what there? Where the conventions are like what there? Now tell me what is the convention here now? First declare the resources before try block, create the resources inside the try block, close the resources inside what block now? Finally block. Declare the resources before try block, create the resources inside the try block, close the resources inside what block now? Finally block. That's a convention. First of all, let me take this try catch now. After that, I will go for the conventions. Catch exception e dot print stack trace method, finally block like this. Now, first of all, declare the resources inside the try block. Before the try block, I have to declare the resources with a null value. Next one is what they create the resources inside the try block. We provided this. After this, close the resources inside what block here now? Finally block. If I write this close method inside the finally block, we are getting an exception. We are getting an error. Now tell me why we are getting error now. Close method again is rising IO exception. We have to handle it. To handle that, what we have to do now? we have to use what there, try here. Inside this try, now inside this, finally we have to use try and catch. Inside this catch here, we have to provide like what there, exception e dot print stack trace. Now here we are able to get the same program here. Now we are able to get the output like this. Understand it now? This is about like what there, content here we are getting. Right, sir. This is completed. This is try with catch. Try catch finally option. Try catch finally option here we provided. But the same program I'm going to provide with what there, try with resources. How we are going to perform the same program with the try with resources now? Right, sir. If it is a try with resources concept now, first of all, what we have to do there, along with the try, we have to provide parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, we have to declare the resources. What resources here we are going to declare there? Now observe carefully. Auto closable resources here we have to declare. As we declare that auto closable resource, then after this, write the logic here inside this. If it is auto closable resource, no need to. If it is auto closable resource, no need to write close method. No need to close that resource explicitly. Why? Because this resource is going to be closed automatically by JVM. This resource will be closed automatically by JVM. No need to close that resource explicitly. Once you are not closing that resource, no need to write close method, just we can remove it. If you don't want to write close methods, not required to write what block, finally block. It simplifies the code. Try, along with the try, we declare that auto closable resource. The remaining part of the program is very same. Then here we are going to execute the program. Then we are able to get our required output. Here we are getting some output directly, we can understand. Okay. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. Now this is like what I'm telling to you. Try with resources option here we are getting. Try with resources option here we are getting. Right, sir. So these concepts are sufficient to move on to like what the advanced Java from IOSIMs. From IOSIMs, these topics are sufficient. All of you are getting it clearly what I'm telling you. Right, sir. Then after this, in IOSIMs, what topics here we understood there, which we want to go for, like what there, advanced Java. Dynamic input approaches. Next one is a file output sim, file input sim. These two concepts are sufficient. Right, sir. These are completed. After this, after completion of this content, now we are going to understand collections topic. From collections, some few topics are required, few points, basic concepts are required. If we complete it, then directly we are going to start what there. Directly we are going to use what there. Directly JDBC content we are going to start. Right, sir. Now people are asking one question to me. How will you come to know resources are auto closable or not? That's a question. Yes, already I given clarity. If any resource is implementing java.lang.auto closable interface, that resource is automatically auto closable. But how can we identify that? Number one, we have to check in what their API either. Second one is what there, the blunder indication is what? In Java, all streams are implementing auto closable indirectly or directly, directly or indirectly. All stream classes are implementing auto closable. All the connections, network connections or database connections are implementing what there, auto closable. That is a blunder indication. As per that awareness, we are deciding streams. Wherever we have used streams, they're by default auto closable. Then we can use that try with resources option. All the database connections also in the feature in JDBC, we are going to prepare database connection. The database connections are also be what there, auto closable. There also we are going to use what there, try with resources option. Understand my point clearly? So they are the blunder indications. As per that, we are preparing the content clearly. Yes, exactly. The respective class, respective resource class must implement java.lang.auto closable marker interface. Either directly or indirectly, it must implement it. Then only that resource is acting as what there, auto closable resource. Otherwise, it is not auto closable resource. Okay, leave this punch here. Next one is after this, after completion of this content here, collections. Basics of the collections here we have to understand. Collection framework. Right, sir. All of you answer for my question now. Simple question. What is a collection? What is a collection? Simple, very simple. Understand it, kid? This entire classroom is acting as a collection object. Inside this collection objects, what objects are available? Inside this collection, what different elements are available? Trainer, students, computers, projectors, fans, chairs. All are what there? Different types. Not same type. All are in different types. But all are accommodated by this class or not? Come on, guys. All are accommodated by this class. So this class is called a collection. The class is an object. If we treat it as an object, now this object is what there? A collection object. It is able to manage all different types of elements. It is able to manage what there? Different types of elements. He asked one question to me. Sir, array is also representing elements now, more than one element now. But array is not representing different types of elements. Array is not representing different types of element. Array is representing only same type of element. Student array allows only student objects. String array only allows string objects. Employee array allows only employee objects. But in this class, how many types of elements are available? Different types of elements. Get my point or not? So, to represent a group of elements as a single entity, to represent a group of elements as a single entity, there we are going to use what their collections. For your understanding purpose, I am telling there, collections is the next level of the arrays. Collections is what their next level of the arrays. With arrays, some problems are available. Flexibility is not available with arrays. The same array with more flexibility, we are going to use collections. Collections is equal to arrays with more flexibility. Arrays with flexibilities. Then that is nothing but what their collections. Simple introduction I'm telling there. Right, sir. Then what is a collection object? Collection is an object. It is able to represent a group of. It is able to represent a group of other objects as a single entity. As a single entity. This is exactly the meaning of what their collection. Right, sir. In general, what we are thinking about the collections here now, understand it clearly. In general, what we are thinking about the collections actually, in general, we are thinking about the collection like this. No. In general, we are thinking about collection like this. This is collection object here we are going to take. This is what? Collection object. Inside the collection, number of objects are available. Different objects are created, are available. This is in general what we are thinking. Am I right or not? Okay. In general, we are thinking about collection like this, but this is wrong. This is wrong. This is not the collection object. This is wrong analysis what we are having. But what is that right analysis here? I'll give some clarity. Observe carefully. Object is a memory block. One memory block is not going to include another memory block. One object is not going to include directly another object. But what is collection object now? Observe carefully. This is collection object if you think. If you understand this is collection object. Now this collection object is able to accommodate all other objects in the sense, not accommodating directly other objects inside the collection object, just it is storing, rather it is storing reference values of the other objects. Just it is maintaining reference values of the other object. That means objects are created in outside of this one. All these objects are available in heap memory only. At the end, understand it clearly. All these objects are available in which memory? No, heap memory only. But all these objects are going to be stored in heap memory at different locations. But here the point is what? Here the point is all these objects are referred from what their collection objects. That means the reference values are stored inside like what their collections. The reference values are stored inside like what their collections. Now I'm telling to you clearly. Now observe carefully. This is like what I'm telling to you, ref 1. This is like what the reference 2, like a reference 3, a reference 4, a reference 5. Now get like this, only it is able to manage a reference values. This is collection. Now this is right path section about like what their collection. Is it? All of you are getting it? What exactly the meaning of collection objects? No? Right, sir. Now directly I'm telling that point here. In the Java applications, collection objects are not storing other objects directly, where the collection objects are able to store the other objects reference values, other objects reference values only. Right, this is exactly the meaning of like what the collection. All of you are getting clarity on this? Okay, fine. All right, sir. Now this is completed. After completion of this, listen carefully. To represent the collection objects, to represent the collection objects, Java has provided a set of predefined classes and interfaces. A set of predefined classes and interfaces called collection framework. The set of predefined classes and interfaces is called what there? Collection framework. Is it? To represent the collection object, Java has provided a set of predefined classes and interfaces called collection framework. Understand it clearly? Right, sir. Now good. Java has provided the complete collection framework in a separate package, like java.util. In a separate package, java.util. In a java.util package only, the total collection framework is available. Java.util, there we are getting the collection package. All right, sir. Then what java.util package contains actually? At least I want to give list of collection. That names here at least we have to understand. Categorizations are available. Understand here? I'm not going to discuss the total collections on this moment, no. But information I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Now, Java has provided the following list of collection classes and interfaces. The following list of collection classes and interfaces in a java.util package. What list here we are able to get? Now observe carefully. First of all, collection framework contains mainly two interfaces. What are the two interfaces which are available here? Collection interface, and the next one is what their map interface. Remember, just a difference, small difference. Collection is able to represent a group of individual elements, individual objects. 100 employee object, that's it. 100 student objects, that's it. 100 customer objects, like this. But map is able to represent the data in the form of key value pairs. Map is able to represent a group of objects in the form of what their key value pairs. So for example, I want to represent attendance register in our colleges. In attendance registers, what we are having? Roll number, student name. So roll number, student name, key value pair. Roll number is a key, student name is what there? Like value. Right, sir. Telephone dictionary I want to maintain, I want to represent. There also be phone number and customer name. Phone number, customer details. That is like what their key value pairs. No? To represent that key value pairs, there we have to use what their maps. Maps are used to represent what their key value pairs, but collection objects are able to represent what their individual elements. Okay, right, sir. Now inside the collection, mainly we are having three interfaces. Inside the collections, mainly we are having what the three interfaces. What are the three interfaces now? First one is a list, second one is a set, next one is what their queue. Will I forget my point or not? Now inside the list, we are having so many implementation classes. What are the various implementation classes now? Array list is one of the implementation class. Vector is another implementation class. Stack, another implementation class. Linked list, another implementation class. They are the implementation classes for what the list. List in the sense what they can arrange all the elements as per indexing, allows duplicate elements, insertion order is preserved, no sorting order is preserved. I'll forget my point or not. Heterogeneous elements are allowed, not only homogeneous elements, heterogeneous element, different types of elements. All properties are available, but not required to understand all of them. That is not our context at present now. Just only library here I'm providing to you now. Next one is sets. If you want to understand sets now, has set, linked has set. Next one is what there after this, sorted set, navigable set, tree set. I think so. Now I'm going to take this collections class in the next Sunday. RSV completed. In the continuation next Sunday, 2 hours of time at least minimum. I'm going to put time on what their collections. Then we are going to understand at least the first list content there. We'll see that directly. Alright, sir. Like this, some other content. Next one is what their queues. Queues are available here. Inside these queues now, priority queue, linked priority queue, DQ, array DQ, some other elements are available. Alright, sir. It's okay, fine. The next one is if we come for this maps, actually inside this map so many elements are available. What are the various elements inside this? We can understand directly. Inside the map, direct types are available. Hash map, linked hash map, weak hash map, weak hash map, identity hash map. Next one is a sorted map, navigable map, navigable map. Next one is tree map. After this tree map, has table, properties, and so on. If anything is remaining, these are all about like what are their maps. This is the total library. Along with this library, some other elements are also available, but not required for us. Is it? All of you get my point or not? All right, sir. Now here inside these collections, mainly I required what there in my JDBC. If I want to use collections there, max I'm going to use list and what next one here array list. Then occasionally I'm going to use what their properties. These three I required from the collections. Is it? Understand my point clearly? Now if you observe this list of elements now, list, if you understand it, few properties are available for list. What are the properties? Behavior of the list. It is index based. What is that? Index based. I'll understand it clearly. What is the meaning of this index based? No, it will arrange all the elements as per indexing. It will arrange all the elements as per what they're indexing. Understand it clearly. It is index based. It will arrange all the elements as per what they're indexing. Next one is after this, after completion of this, it allows duplicate elements. AAA element I added one time. The same AAA we can add any number of times. Still it represents. Whereas set is available. It does not allow duplicates. It maintains uniqueness over the elements. Unique elements only it is able to maintain. Sets are not allowing duplicates. Understand it clearly. But lists are allowing what there? Duplicates. Okay, fine. It follows insertion order. In which order we added the element, in the same order they are going to be maintained. Understand my point, Keno? But in sets, some elements are following insertion order, some other elements are not following insertion order. Some other elements are following sorting order. Sorting order in the sense, even though we add all the elements in any order, that doesn't matter. All the elements are going to be sorted out. Sorted list only we are able to get. Sorted set only we are able to get. Understand my point clearly? Some elements are sorted, some other elements are inserted. Okay, fine. It follows insertion order. It does not follow sorting order. By default, it doesn't follow what their sorting order. It allows homogeneous elements. Sorry, heterogeneous elements. It allows heterogeneous elements. What is the meaning of heterogeneous elements? No, different types of elements. Not like exactly the same type. Different types of elements. Okay. It allows any number of null elements. Any number of null elements. It allows any number of null elements, not like exactly one null element. It is able to allow any number of null elements. Yes, sir. Understand? These are the points about like what the list. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Now, here, if you understand the list now, implementation classes. If you observe this for this list, number of implementation classes are available. Already we have seen that. Where what are the various implementation classes here we are having there? There we can identify like what there. Array list, vector, stack, linked list, and so on. Out of all these things, what I required now, array list is required. Here my requirement is what there, array list. Array list is required. Now, some few points about this array list here we are going to maintain. What are the few points about this array list now? Whatever the points here we have given up to now, as it is, all the points will come to this array list. Is it? All points here we can manage array list. It is index based. It is able to arrange all the elements as per what they're indexing. It allows duplicate elements. It follows insertion order. It does not follow the sorting order. It allows homogeneous, heterogeneous elements. It allows any number of null elements. Basic points here we are able to get. Understand it now? Next point here. For every collection, some initial capacities are available. Size is different, capacity is different. I'm not talking about size, I'm talking about capacity. Simple example I'm telling there. What is the difference between capacity and size? 1 liter milk can contains a half liter milk. 1 liter milk can contains half liter milk. Here, what is capacity and what is size? 1 liter milk can. Milk can capacity is what there? 1 liter. Contains how many milk there? How much milk there? Half liter. Here, half liter is what there? Size. Physically existed volume. Existed elements volume is what their size. Capable, but physically not available, but it can accommodate. It can. That is what their capacity. Understand it now? So every collection is having some capacity value. Every collection is having what there some capacity value. Right. So now it's a initial capacity. When we create array list object with a capacity, it will create. With a particular capacity, that array list object will be created. Its initial capacity is what there 11 elements. Its initial capacity is what there 11. When we create array list object with 11 elements capacity, is going to be created. Is it? All of you are getting my point or not? Right, sir. Now, arrays are in fixed size. Collections are in dynamically growable. Collections are what they're dynamically growable. Understand my point clearly? All right. So now, it's a incremental ratio is incremental ratio. What is the meaning of this incremental ratio actually? Right, sir. For example, when we create array list object, 11 elements are is the capacity. It can accommodate up to 11th element, no problem. But when we add 12th element, in the case of arrays, we are going to get array index out of bounds exception. But in the case of array list, in the case of like what their collections, we should not get that exception. You should accommodate that element. How that element is going to be accommodated? By increasing its capacity value. How it is going to increment its capacity value? Its incremental capacity ratio is what there, observe carefully, current capacity star 3 divided by 2 plus 1. Current capacities are 3 divided by 2 plus 1. This is the incremental capacity. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? What I'm telling you now. 1 minute, sir. I think so. This is like what there 10 now, not like 11, 10 on initial capacity. Right. All of you understand it clearly. Its incremental ratio is what there. Current capacities are 3 by 2 plus 1. When I add 11th element to the RL list now, how the capacity value is going to be incremented? Can now tell me 10 into 3 by 2 plus 1. 10 into 3 by 2, what's the value? 250. 5 star 3, 15. 15 plus 1, what is the value? 16. Okay, 16 elements we can add. When I add 17th element, 16 star 3 by 2 plus 1. 280. 8 into 3. What's the value now? 24. 24 plus 1. What's the value here? 25. Understand it clearly now. So finally here the point is what there. In this way, the capacity value is going to be incremented time to time. All of you are getting clarity now? But don't worry. Again, I'll discuss about all these points when I'm going to talk about collection framework. The internal mechanisms I will discuss with but the point I'm telling to you, its incremental ratio is what there. Current capacity star 3 by 2 plus 1. In this ratio only the capacity is going to be incremented when the values are going to be provided to the RLS completely. Right, sir? It's okay. This is completed. After this, after completion of this incremental ratio, after completion of this particular point, the next one is what there. It is a suggestible when we want to perform when we want to perform frequent retrieval operations. If we want, whenever we want to perform frequent retrieval operations, there we are going to use what there RL list. These are mainly the points here we are going to understand about like what there RL list. Right, sir? What is the nature of the RL list? No, few more other points are also available but not required immediately. In collections I will discuss with but this is a basic nature. Now tell me, it is index based. It allows duplicate elements. It follows insertion order. Does not follow sorting order. It allows heterogeneous elements. It allows any number of null elements. Its initial capacity is 10 elements. Its incremental ratio is what there. Current capacity is star 3 by 2 plus 1. It is suggestible when we want to perform frequent retrieval operations. After that, constructors. It is a class actually. Constructors. Understand it clearly. List is what there. It is an interface basically. List is what is that list actually? It is an interface. Array list is what there. It is a class. It is a class. Okay, whenever it is a class now, there definitely we are going to have what there constructors. Constructs are available here. Here also be 3 to 4 constructs are available, but I don't require that. Maximum one constructor here I'm going to take, that we are going to understand. What is that constructor here? Public array list. Public array list. This is one constructor. Public array list of collection. Collection in the sense, for example, we have the elements in the form of a set, but I want to get them into the array list. Then we can use this constructor. We can use this constructor to convert the elements from collection to array list, set to array list, maybe map to, queue to array list. Like that internal conversion purpose, we are using this one. Okay, now array list, then what next one here? No, another array list is also existed here. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? public array list. Now this is like what the public array list of collection C. Like this here we are having some constructors. Right, sir. Now after this, methods are available, sir. Some methods are available from this array list. No, not only from array list. Inside the list, some number of methods are available. All the methods here I'm going to show about this. What are the various methods are available? Observe carefully. The first method here I'm telling to you, public directly here I'm going to provide like what there, void add of object element, object obj. By using this we can add an element to the array list object. At a particular index value, if you want to add that element, no, public void add of, here what we are going to provide there, into index comma object obj. First one is what there, in a sequence we are going to add the elements. As a last element we can add it now. But this is what there, at a particular location, if you want to add an element now, then we can use this particular one. Yes, sir, all of you are getting it or not? So actually this add method is from collection interface. This add method is from what there, list interface. Understand it now? Next one is after that, public object get off into index. If I provide index value 1, at one index what exactly the value is available, that value here we are able to get index 1. Understand it clearly? Right, sir. Then after this, after completion of this particular content here, then what next one? No, apart from this. All right, now public object remove off into index. I want to remove an element from this particular collection object. Then we are going to use what there, a remove method. Get method, remove method. All of you get my point or not? Like this. Then apart from this, we can add the element, we can get the element, we can remove that element. So they are the operations get. Like this, so many methods are available. One more method here I'm telling you, public boolean is empty. It will check array list object is empty or not. If it is empty, returns true value. If it is not empty, returns false value. Yes, sir. Understand the points clearly what I'm telling you now. Okay, right, sir. Now these points are sufficient, but so many methods are available. I'm not giving that all the list of methods. No, required methods only here I'm providing to you. Now try to understand it clearly now. Right, so now I'm going to take a simple example to cover all these points here. Now let us understand it now. Now inside this I'm going to take what there, some other. First of all, I'm going to take a list of. Now all of you understand it. List I have taken like this. List is equal to new array list. List is an interface. Array list is what there, implementation class. We can create implementation class object. We can assign the reference value to interface reference variable. That already we understood that in object orientation. We can do that. Understand it clearly. By default, list is able to allow different types of elements or not? By default, list is able to allow different types of elements or not? But there we can limit the types of elements. We can limit the types of elements by providing parameters. Parameters in the sense what they're aligned with this list. Angular base if we take no, where if we provide string, then this list is going to allow only string type of elements. This list is going to allow only what type of elements? No, string type of elements. Right side we have to provide this Angular basis. Either we can provide again string or we can make it is an empty. We can leave it is an empty. No problem. Both are possible. Either we can provide string again at right side or we can leave it is what there empty. Both are possible. No problem. Right, sir. Now tell me, once we provided string here, what type of element this list is able to allow? Come on, what type of element this list is able to allow? This list is able to allow only what? Only what? String type of elements only. List dot add of string, say for example, a. List dot add of BBB, list dot add of CCC, list dot add of DDD. Am I right or not? Say for example, list dot add of 10. If I provide now, there we are going to get error. Why we are getting error now? We provided type specification aligned with the list. What type of elements here we are going to allow? Only string type of elements. Say for example, if I provide this is like what there integer. Only integer type of elements are allowed. String type of elements are not allowed. All of you get my pointer. Now here we are not getting error, but here we are getting error. For example, if I provide a string, If I provide string here we are not getting any error, but here we are getting an error. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? If you want to specify which type of elements you want to keep in a list, then directly we can specify what their parameter type. Providing this parameter type is nothing but generic type specification, generic specification. The topic is nothing but generics. In core Java, there is a separate topic, generics. Which type of elements you want to allow into the list, that we are going to provide through generic declarations. Generics, that angular basis and type if is provided there, that is called as what there, generic. Sir, are you following or not? All right, sir. Now here, after completion of this, just leave this one. This is completed. Directly I can display the value system outed println of list. In a square braces, we are able to get all the elements one by one here. We are able to get all the elements. There we can identify it. Yes, sir. Insertion order is followed. In which order we added, in the same order we are getting elements or not? Insertion order is followed here. It's okay, fine. This is like what their list. I want to get a particular element. Now system.out.println of list.get of index value here we have to provide 2 is an index value. What's the meaning of the 2? No, 0 1 2. What element is going to be provided here? CCC element here we are able to get. What value here we are getting? CCC. Next one is after that system.out.println of list.remove of index value I'm going to provide. Say for example 3. What element here we are going to remove, that value is going to be returned by remove method. At a third index, what element is available here? 0 1 2 3. A third index, what element is available? DDD is available here. Okay, now after that again I'm going to display what their list. If you remove the DDD, remaining elements are what? AAA, BBB, CCC. Only these elements are available. Now let me check it. DDD element has been removed here. The remaining elements here we are getting. Got it? What I'm telling you now. All right, sir. Then it's okay, fine. We can read all the elements from the collections by using for each loop. By using for loop. I want to use for each loop. For of a data type. What data type here we have to provide string. Where list we are going to provide sys.out.println of s. For each loop. Already we are aware about it. How to get that? Right, sir. By using for each loop also here we can read the data from the list. There we are getting like what there? AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD. That's now these are the basic points here we can understand. Clear what I'm telling you know? After that, actually these are the basics only. Basics of the basics only here I provided about this list. Now understand it, no? How we are going to provide these collections? How we are going to provide these collections for our actual requirement? Actual requirement, if you want to understand there, user defined objects we are going to take. In place of strings, we are going to take what there? User defined objects. What are these user defined objects actually? I want to prepare some student objects. A list of student objects I want to maintain in my list of. Yes, of course, we can make it is possible. List of student objects, list of employee objects. So for example, in my database, student table is available. Student records are available. I'm going to retrieve all student records from database to some topic there, some concept where student records are available. I will get record by record from that particular object. I'll keep that record by record into the student objects. 10 records are available in the database. 10 student objects I'm going to create. I will get the data from 10 records to 10 student objects. But all these 10 student objects I want to pack in a single. All 10 student objects I want to send to some other program. As a single I want to send into some other program. There we have to pack all these 10 objects in a single object. That single object is nothing but collection object. That single object is nothing but list object. That single object is nothing but what there? Array list object. Inside this array list object I'm going to keep all the student object. That single array list object I will send to some other layer or some other program. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? In that way I'm going to utilize the collections actually. Come again, what's the point I said to you? In my database table 10 student records are available. I will retrieve them. I will keep them in 10 student objects, bean objects only. All the 10 student objects I have to pass to some other class, some other layer. Then what I will do, individually if you want to pass now, 10 times you have to call method to send data to some other, to send objects now. But at a time I want to send all 10 objects now. Just we have to pack all of them to a single. That single we can pass to some other class. How we are going to pack them to a single? There we are going to use collections. There we are going to use list. There we are going to use array list. But definitely, I'm going to use this type of programming in my JDBC now. I'm going to use this kind of content in JDBC. Yes, sir. Are you getting it or not? Okay, sir. Now, just if I complete that particular point now, that particular example, if I complete now, effectively we are going to start what there directly. We are going to start JDBC programming there. We are going to start. Okay, I think so. Then today's already time is completed. Tomorrow I will cover that particular topic. After that, properties. One small topic is remaining that I will cover. After that, we are going to start with what there JDBC. That is the effective way of starting what there JDBC now. Right, sir? I think so. Maybe at least tomorrow I'm going to give introduction part for JDBC. I'll start that introduction content for JDBC. Then I'll move forward directly now. Right, sir? That's all for today. We'll meet on tomorrow. Thank you. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll just wait. I will explain. Uh, Kalyan Chari, just 1 minute. Kalyan Chari, just please take this. This is a document link. Kalyan Chari, please take this a document link. In this link, you are able to get all the notes. Kalyan Chari, are you there? Kalyan. Yeah, please take. Then in the document, I shown that link. No, try to take photo of that. So, yeah, there only you are able to get notes. Access videos access we are able to get that is submitted by our admin people. Yeah, I will right, I'll ask them to send that access link to you so that they will access, they will send that link to you, the videos link, whatever the videos link in general we are passing there. Definitely they will send to you. I think already your mail might be, you may receive that link information there through mail. Please check once now. If it is not the case, then definitely you will get it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, then anyway, then Hemant is a person that just one time ask him, then he will share with that. He will share that to you. Then I will also be informed to him, right? He will check it and he will send that link to you. Okay. Right. Frameworks classes, Anil. Framework classes it will be there, not immediately. Why? Because at least we have to complete up to half of the advanced Java. Then only we are able to complete. Otherwise, you will not get it. You will not understand that. Okay. Don't worry. Fine. Fine. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.